Wakili Dastan Omari, Wakili Cliff Ombeta. Obviously, Kenya has lost one of the great leaders from the 90s. I don't know, how has this loss probably impacted you as friends? Have you worked with him before or something?
You know, when I was finishing college, the first name I had was Jirongo during that time of YK 92 and all those things. I didn't know him at that particular time, but of course the name was a very popular name. And then eventually I came to meet him because my brother and a few other people were his friends. And then I met him at this place in Kenya Cinema. They used to have an office up there before they moved to the other side of town. A person who I can say was a gentleman, actually a very nice gentleman. And I remember once or twice we had gone for some functions and we wanted him to help us out. And he was a very helping person, a very willing person, a free spirit. Let me say that this is a person I came to know and I came to like very much. A person who could help people, a politician par excellence, a person who could not be swayed, a person who could not be threatened, a person who could not be taken by waves. The nation has lost somebody. And this loss, tragic as it is, we can only wish the family members and the friends and all other people at large, tunapigia pole. It's hard to even say anything at this particular moment, and now that we are in his home. But this is a big loss. Those circumstances are being raised about his death and all that. We cannot, somebody like me cannot comment on that at this particular moment because I do not know exactly what is going on. But I think the government and other stakeholders should come to the bottom of it and see whether there was anything wrong or any foul play. Nothing more I can add at this particular moment.
Thank you very much. May I pass the condolences to the family of the late Cyrus Jirongo. Cyrus, we met in the year 2005 in person. I was in class with his wife doing a degree in the University of Nairobi. The widow Anne Lanoy Petet. For 4 years we were together. Cyrus used to come and be with us. We went to the Kenya School of Law with Anne. We finished and were admitted as an advocate. Cyrus was my client. I've defended Cyrus from the Chief Magistrate's Court all the way to the Supreme Court. He was more than a client to me. He was a friend. Surprisingly, on Thursday, before he passed on, he came and gave me instructions at Fairview Hotel. And we were supposed to file those papers in court on Monday. I went to Mombasa, worked on those papers, but shockingly, I was told that he has passed on. A strong man, a man of strong conviction, a man who knew how to smile even at the point of adversity. A strong man who navigated the corridors of justice, fighting for what he believed. A strong man who believed in his political values and stood for them. I've known Cyrus's kids, the children. I'm their advocate. May the Lord keep Cyrus' soul in eternal peace. It's a hard thing for Anne. Anne has kept this family together. She has been a pillar for the big extended family of Cyrus Jirongo. She's a resolute lady. I know she will carry the family together because she understood the vision her late husband, CJ, had. May God rest his soul in eternal peace. Pole sana.
Just one final one. Obviously, I know being very close friends with Wakili Anna Jirongo, you wouldn't like to comment on this, but given your position as a top criminal litigants in this country, is it in a position probably to advise Kenyans on the speculation about circumstances of his death, the accident and all that?
Today I'm not a criminal lawyer here. I'm a family member. My appeal to everybody, let the family mourn quietly. Let the family respect the family of the late Cyrus Jirongo, and let those agencies that are mandated to do whatever they are supposed to do by the Constitution and the statutory laws deal with the issues that are coming. But my appeal is that let us mourn. Funerals are a solemn function. Death is so solemn to the family. None of the family members has opened their mouth. So my appeal is to let the family mourn. They have opted to mourn, to come to reality. Let Cyrus Jirongo's funeral or death not be used for any political mileage or political attacks. Whenever you lose a dear one, the pain is heavy. The politics and the noise outside is not helping this family in any manner. So my appeal to everybody, respect the family of the late CJ and those bloggers posting a lot of rubbish all over to attract views. They do not understand what it means to lose a husband, to lose a father, to lose an uncle, to lose a friend. May we be sober in this time of grieving. That's what I can say.
Any closing remarks?
You know, whenever, mostly in the Kisii community, Luo community, whenever somebody senior or a big politician or a well-off person dies, whatever the circumstances, somehow there is that belief that he could not just have died or circumstances as could be explained. But people will come out and say very many things, and people will raise dust, and people will speak very many things. And there are people who will come and say this happened, that happened. There are as many opinions out there as the number of people who are speaking. There are as many opinions and versions out there as the number of people who are blogging and tweeting and doing all these things. You cannot answer all of them. Actually, you should not even answer any of them. Because whenever somebody says anything, there always another angle will come out and people will always speak. The family should be left to mourn. Because flooding them with all these kind of things and all that cannot be good for them. At this time, they need that peace. At this time, they need them some shoulders to lean on. Politicians will come and say things, and politicians really, as shameless as they can be, will say anything. They want that mileage. They want to take advantage of a situation. They are human. But being human does not mean that you only look at what can benefit you and the kind of noise you want to make. You should also be able to have that human heart to know that people are grieving, give them that respect, and allow them to grieve. That is all I'd appeal to them to do.
Thank you very much, Wakili.